Hey guys, Tierny here with another Craft and Loft tutorial. Alright, so I always start it off like that. I haven't been doing very many memory decks tutorials. However, I found in one of my swapping groups that we were doing a rainbow memory card swap. I'm like, well, I love rainbows and all, but you know, they could be a little tricky because you've got the Roy G. Biv rainbows, you've got the pastel rainbows, you've got like just a pattern black and white rainbows. So I decided that I would find my favorite rainbow embellishment in my drawers. And so I did. I found this super cute polymer clay rainbow that I got from Trinity Stamps a long time ago. I just couldn't stand to get rid of it in any of my swaps. But I also didn't have a reason to get rid of it either. So, or give it away. Or maybe I was just trying to find a reason not to. But how about I went ahead and entered into this swap, and I'm so glad that I did. It made me step outside of my comfort zone boundaries so that I can learn another way of making a memory decks card other than my typical card stock. You know, every color you can think of I've made. But in this case, I was able to use the plastic sheets from my Project Life album sheets. And also I had some sheets from my pocket letters that I swapped also. I tried using acetate. It was really difficult for me to sew on the sewing machine because I'm not a sewer. I even try to get my daughter, well, let's just say I try to bribe my daughter into doing it for me. She's so swamped. She's a senior in high school. And so she hasn't really had a lot of time to really do my crafting goals during her time. So I went ahead and decided I gotta get the swap out. I want it to look super cute, and I'm gonna give away my most prized possession of my embellishments, my polymer clay rainbow embellishment. So this is the card that we're gonna make today. It's very simple. However, it is super shaker-ish. Got all these fun shaker pieces in there. I call them shaker goodies because when you shake it up, it just makes me so happy. It's like a treat in a little shaker. And this is a sticker that I got from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree has gone bananas, guys. I don't know if your Dollar Tree or your dollar store or whatever you call it, it's got a dollar in it. It's not Dollar General and it's not Family Dollar, but it's got the dollar name in it. And I'm going to tell you something. They have this craft section now that I am not going in there spending $1 anymore. I'm not just getting my paper towel. I'm not just getting my toilet paper. I'm not just getting goodie bags, you know. I'm getting crafts, okay? Quality crafts. And this is one of the packages. It's by Crafter Square. Matter of fact, most of the things that are in the crafting section at the dollar store are from Crafter Square. Look at this dollar and some tax sticker sheet. Man, and they're puffed. These are layered. These pieces are layered. There's like 2 to 3 layers for each sticker. And it's got a quality adhesive stuck to the back. Foam tape. Yeah. So anyways, long story short, this is what we're making. So let's shake to it. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment. I'm not able to give this one away because this has already got my swap partner's name all over it. Hope that she likes it. If not, she can send it back so I can get my rainbow back. I'll do something with it. I don't know. But I think she'll enjoy it. And stay tuned because we're going to go ahead and walk through how to create this from scratch. So thanks for joining us and stay tuned. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be a real quick one today. Sorry for the mess. So this is my first time making one like this. I usually make a MDC with the acetate, the harder plastic, but I'm going to use just these plastic sleeves from a old pocket letter, a large pocket for scrapbooking, and then I've got this one that was from I think it was this is a Fun Snippers Journey one, but this also was from like a Project Life album. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to get a MDC and use it as a template, just a basic one from one of the Memory-Dex cards that I've used before. And don't mind, this is my little, I'm in a 50 states swap group, and I'll put that link down below in case anybody wants to join that group. What we're doing is I'll share mine with you guys real quick. In each state, everybody makes a state represented Memory-Dex card. And so since I'm in North Carolina, of course, I'm going to use one that's for North Carolina. It's so cute, right? And I've got the little state bird. And this one doesn't have any extra stickers on it, but this one does. And I had got some slack on how the Tar Heels foot was on one of my old ones, so I just decided to put the whole emblem on. These are not being represented by anybody. I'm not being sponsored. This is just something I am swapping, giving away to other members in the group. All right, so let's get to it. So here is my template. My Memory-Dex template, and as you can tell, I already notched it out with my punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pen, and now it's up to you, because we're going to make it a shaker, if you want to keep this perforation on here or not, but it's totally up to you if you want to do that. I am going to keep mine because it's less work I'm going to have to do for the sake of this video. So I'm going to just go ahead and just go around it quickly. And you can also, if you have a Gemini, which I do, I'm too lazy to go over there. It's so much easier for me just to do a video quickly and just cut it out by freehand. So you can see the impression, maybe not on the video, but you can also run, if you have a Memory-Dex die cut, metal die, you can run that through your Gemini and it will cut it. Maybe I'll do a video on that one of these days, but not today. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut where I did my marks for the outline of the card. And I'm going to keep it pressed together, because as you can tell, once I cut it, there's a little bit of pen mark on it, but I'm not too worried about that because I can trim that off later. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Memory-Dex puncher and I'm going to line it up. And it looks like when I cut this piece from a previous video, I didn't cut it straight. I'm going to go ahead and cut that as straight as I can by eye. And you can run this through your paper trimmer if you're not really that great at the cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and punch the hole, line up with my two lines on the sides here. And make sure it's even. And I'm going to push down. Now, you might not get a nice flat flush cut, so have your scissors. Yeah, see, the plastic is a little funny. You can punch some aluminum foil with this if you want to, but if not, it's okay. Or you can just use some fine tip scissors to cut the remainder piece that was left behind from the punch on there. And I'll get rid of that piece and go ahead and start cutting around this one. And I'm doing this tutorial because I was in one of my crafting groups, and this is going to be made to give away. I will not be raffling this one off like I normally do in my videos, in my other previous videos, but I will take anybody's suggestions if they want me to make them one, or if you want me to make a different style on a different video. Alright, so I went ahead, it was bothering me, that pen around the edge. So I've got my two holes punched. Alright, now this is the kicker right here. Now I'm going to use my fuse tool. This is a Memory Keepers, We Are Memory Keepers fuse tool. First time I used this was at a lady's house who was having crafty classes, and it didn't quite work that well. Well, I decided to buy my own from Amazon, And I'm plugging it in as I sound distant. I'm plugging it in, and it comes with this cute little holder. So what you can do is you can stick it on to the holder while it heats up. This baby gets hot. When I say hot, hot. And while we let that heat up, I just want to show you guys my new crafting wound. I don't know if you can see that red line going up my hand. I was making some jewelry, some keychains, and I was putting the beads onto my nail, and I was twisting, looked up, slipped, and it just crushed it up. This is my latest. My heart belongs to the Steelers. Yes, we didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but how many Super Bowl rings do you guys have? I can let you know. We're used to seeing Super Bowl, but regardless, my heart belongs to the Steelers. Whether I watch them every season or not, that's my team. I don't root for anyone else. So, I think that baby is pretty hot. So what we're going to do is, there used to be, I don't know what I did with it, a ruler, and you can line up your ruler. But because this is handmade, I'm sure it's not going to hurt anybody for me to do it myself. I'm not representing Slice, but this is the cutest little glass platform I have that I'm going to use to place down. I don't want to get it on my white desk area. You can also use, I don't know if you guys have seen these, Slice made this too, but I've seen them in Michael's and different craft shops. This is like a piece of thick foam where you can place items on. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you, if you don't have a piece of glass, how you can press down on the foam with your heat tool. So you just go right along, and it just presses down on there, and then, well, this one didn't fuse, maybe because it is the foam. It's hot? Yeah, it's hot. Let's see. Maybe I should have went slower, because you are supposed to go slower, give it time to kind of fuse. All right. Yeah, see, that time it did it. You're supposed to take time, but I did pull it apart. But this is also another option to use. I prefer, as you can tell, I prefer to use the glass. So like I said, this is my first time making one in this method. I usually have my daughter sew them in the sewing machine for me, but she is working out right now, and I can't get my hands on her. Remember, we're going to go around the edges, but we have to put our goodies inside. So let's leave a space either at the top corner, at the bottom corner, which is less noticeable, for your shaker goodies to go inside. I'm going to use this really cute, like, rainbow effect ribbon. So wherever I place my ribbon is I'm going to probably cut it in half because it is kind of thick and it's taken up a lot of it. You can stick it at the bottom, which I might do that. I might stick it at the top. Wherever I put my ribbon is going to be where I cover my hole. So I'm going to go ahead and separate my pieces now just to make sure, and make sure it's nice and flat, because you don't want any thick bubble on the inside. All right. Some people also use alcohol to make sure there's no fingerprints, but it's up to you. So we're going to go ahead and start fusing. Leave like a millimeter of space between the edge and the perforated point that you're pressing down, just to give it that space where it's not going to rip open. All right. Now I'm going to go around the top, make sure it's there. Now, I also want to really let you guys know, do not stay in one space holding it down, because it will burn a hole through your plastic piece. And as you can tell, it's so easy just to match this bad boy back up again. I think I'm going to leave it open up here at this top corner. I just think it'll be easier. There's a little bit of a bow in there, but I think it's going to give it a little character. So I'm going to come from the bottom up, because I have that bit of a bow in the plastic here. Let's see. All right, I'm just pressing down slowly until I reach that other corner. I think that should give me enough space to put my goodies inside up here. Let's just see. Yeah, definitely. All right, and oh, see that? See what I'm saying?
it didn't fuse all the way. So I'm gonna go back and make it a straighter line. I'm not gonna go over the same line I just had. I think that came apart because I got that bow in it. But believe me, it's going to stay because I'm going to have like goodies inside, and I'm going to seal that edge right there. All right, now you can tell I have two different lines. So now, because I told you need like a millimeter, maybe 2 around it, I can go ahead and trim any of the excess off in case you make a mistake. And I got that little tidbit of info from watching so many people try to make these on their own. Okay, now this one too, look, that one came off too. All right, so we're going to go back over this one as well. It looks like we're making a smaller than usual. All right, perfect. And I'll go ahead and trim that old edge off, and there we go. Look, it's stuck good now. All right, now there's these holes too. I'm going to go around the edges of my notches for my memory dex holder, and this could be a little tricky because remember what I said, you can burn a hole, an unpleasant looking hole, into just like I did right there. So I'm going to have to put a sticker over that, something to cover up that cute little thing. I told you I'm doing this on the whim, and with that comes mistakes, and also this thing is heating up. I can smell it with the plastic. I covered those because I don't want my goodies, if I use glitter, which it looks like I am, but I have these cute little embellishments that will cover up anything, any blemishes that I may have made a mistake, and I'm going to put that on the outside. And I've got another one that I'm going to stick up here as well. Okay. All right, so we're done with the fuse tool. We're going to stick that to the side, and what we're going to do now is what I like to say, fill her up. I had a small itty bitty funnel, but I don't know what I did with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tweezers. I've got my tweezers, and I'm going to take my tweezers, and I have this little tiny glass dish I got from Origami Owl when I was selling it. I got it in the kit, which I thought was so stinking cute. And what I like to do is I like to put all of my stuff that I'm going to stick into my shaker goodies into my dish just to see how everything looks first. And I got some cute little unicorns. You can't have a rainbow without unicorns. I'm sorry. I know it's not a unicorn shaker, but for me, I have to add a unicorn for some reason. I don't know. All right. How about you? Comment down below. Like and subscribe as well. And if you want, you can turn on that little bell if you want to hear my annoying voice talk about some crafts. I would love to see some more of those. And also, if you've done this before, let me know how you did it. Or maybe send your link so I can see what are some things that you've done, and maybe I could try to copycat it and give you shout outs. All right, because my unicorn is so big and my hole is so small, I might just take my fuse tool back out again and just kind of like lift up on one of these and like space it out a little bit more. Yeah, that way I can fit more stuff inside. I did kind of cut that up a little. Yeah, I covered it up kind of tight. Okay, so I'm going to put all my goodies inside my shaker. I'm going to fast forward through this part because I'm sure you guys know how to do this. Okay, so now we're going to clean up our mess a little bit here, but as I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you guys about what I did while I fast forwarded through. So I noticed that I needed more of a variety. So what I went ahead and did was I went and got some little baby sequins. I added some like water bubbles that are iridescent and some cute little mystical stars. I'm going to be honest with you. I buy these little shaker goodies all the time. I have no idea where I get most of this stuff. If I can remember when I upload this, I'll go ahead and add it to the link. But I'm going to tell you something. Etsy has so many people that make these things. A nice large variety of different shaker goodies that you can stick inside. Don't mind the background noise. The kids are home, so you guys already know the program with that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to seal my edge that I was putting my goodies in with. I had to make it a little bit bigger too when I was filling it up. It was just like it was taking forever. Alright, so this side is you know, it's a little gnarly, the plastic, because my fuse tool is like on el fuego, on fire, but that's okay because it's still giving me the shaker effect that I was looking for. And I'll be able to put my cute little rainbow emblems on it. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick it here, that way you can see everything. Now you're asking yourself, how is she going to stick these? Well, this one is out of polymer clay. I got this from Trinity Stamps, I know that. But this is resin. It's a hard resin plastic. So 9 times out of 10, I'm going to use, and I know I shouldn't use super glue because we already see what that type of heat does to this material. So I may just use a really strong ATG gun, or oh, that looks so cute on there though, or should I put it on the top? I think along the top. What do you guys think? I like it along that top. So I think I'm going to use my double-sided tape for this one, because you're really only going to see one side, or I can use just some clear glue, some liquid glue. Also, I was gonna just clip that in half, but I don't know, I kind of don't like that. It seems like it's taken away from my design. I don't think I'm using the ribbon, guys. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and what's this guy doing? Oh, look at that, we got a little hole up there. Looks like we got to do some more control. That's why I say you got to keep shaking it to see how to make sure it's secure. I just stuck that bad boy down. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so yeah, it's faulty proof. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue. And I just had an idea. What about glue dots? I think glue dots might even work. Let's just try it. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. Let's see how the glue dots work. I'm going to pull up the handy dandy glue dots. Where's the beginning of this thing? I never know where the beginning of the glue dot is. I always have excess paper on. I'm putting a bunch of glue dots on it. I don't want it to go anywhere. So I'm gonna put 4 of them in the location of where it touches my memory dex card. I don't want any extra adhesive. Just, yeah, guys, the glue dots is where it's at. Look at that. That thing ain't going nowhere. All right, let's put another piece on that one because I wanted to cover that hole. This is so cute. I can't take it. All right, and we'll put one on here as well. Okay, now let's cover up this other little blemish from the, all right, and there you have it. We have our shaker memory decks. Now, this is the key. Let's see if this bad boy how it will sit on my memory decks turner. Yep, there it is. I mean, they always fall like that. I never can understand why, but look, oh my gosh, it looks so cute on there. I thought it wasn't going to be firm, but it is. It's just that it would be more firm. It's just that this thing, I need more memory decks cards to kind of fill it up. Right now, that's all I've got. So, I have more. These are like all the ones I've used in a swap. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so stinking cute. And it fits right on there nice. All right, and there you have it. We've got our rainbow memory deck shaker card, and this one is going to my shaker partner. I have to look and see who my partner is, but I have to stick it in the mail today. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, and hopefully we can do some more of these fun little shakers. I'm going to master this because I feel like I need some decorations around here. I don't know. We'll see. It is a pretty simple, cute card. Maybe I'll put something around the edge. I don't know. All right, guys. Thank you. See you soon.